Questions for Makai Hart? Greg, you can go first.
Makai, how you doing today?
I'm good, Greg. How about you?
I'm doing well. I want to ask about your season so far. How have you felt about your play as the year has gone on?
I feel like I played all right. I played good in my eyes, but obviously as an offensive lineman, you're not going to be perfect. You can get better.
What was the process for you of kind of getting back into shape and finding your rhythm after not being able to start the season?
Just at practice, really focusing on like running everywhere and trying to get technical since I was pretty late into the season.
When did you start to feel like you were back to full strength, kind of ready to roll as normal?
It probably took about 3 to 4 weeks, and then I felt like I was getting back in shape and I could actually feel that I could go longer and harder.
Do you feel like totally back to 100% now, like you're playing as well as you can?
Yep. But obviously you could do better still, no matter what.
How about compared to when you were in junior college, have you put on some weight? How has your body changed from one year to the next?
Yeah, so in JUCO I played at like 280 around there, and right now I'm consistently around 300, so 20 pounds.
What was that process like? Did that come naturally to you, or was that a tough adjustment?
It was kind of honestly quarantine a little bit, and then just getting in shape and here and everything kind of I guess just filled into my body kind of okay.
Yeah. After our first conversation a couple weeks ago, I talked to Coach Usselton with Trinity Valley just to kind of learn more about you and your background. So I want to follow up on some of that stuff. He mentioned to me that you actually took a red shirt at Ellsworth, and you were an in-state defensive lineman there. Why did you end up redshirting your first year?
So my ankle, the coaching staff didn't give me a medical red shirt, and I had broke my ankle like the third day I was there. I never knew anything about a medical or red shirt, so they just redshirted me.
Right. What happened? How did you have that ankle injury?
Just running in JUCO, the fields aren't the best, and there's holes everywhere. I stepped in one of the holes. So.
What was that recovery process like? That sounds like a tough injury.
It was tough. I honestly almost gave up, but Coach Usselton was just talking to me, and Coach Haynes. It was football, and I loved it, so I couldn't do that.
Do you remember when you sort of started to feel like you could play normally again?
It was fall camp. Fall camp, my ankle felt great the following year.
But the crazy thing apparently is Coach Usselton was telling me that you had an Achilles and a broken hand that year as well. Is that right?
Yep.
So what was it like dealing with all that stuff?
It was hard, but I just got to play in the last 2 games with a club in my hand, and the rest is history, I guess.
Is that especially tough for an offensive lineman to play with the club?
Yeah, but I mean the punching and the grabbing, that's the main thing. Got it done. We got it done.
Right. Did you expect that you would have like an opportunity to play a significant role at Ellsworth, even going back to when you first started there? Or did you think it might be an uphill battle just to get on the field and things?
I was going in there thinking that I was going to play, give it my all, and then see what happens, learn more from college coaches.
And then even last year, did you struggle with some injuries, at least like leading up to the season? I know you made it through the year all right, but it felt like even in camp last year at Trinity Valley, you were struggling with some stuff.
Yeah, in camp I battled through that Achilles, and then I practiced for a week, and then I got to play the whole year healthy. So that was a good thing.
So for all those kind of injuries you got through and the JUCO process in general, how do you sort of put your journey in perspective at this point, what it took for you to go from that to now being a D1 starter?
There was a lot of downfalls, man. A lot of downs, not that many ups, but you keep working, and I guess ups happen.
Do you have a real sense of accomplishment at this point? Are you proud of the path you've taken?
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of the path I took to get here, and then now it's just I have the next level to accomplish what I want to accomplish.
What's that next level? Where do you want to go?
I mean, everybody's going to tell you the same thing. They're going to say the NFL. So that's where I want to be.
Right. And I understand you have a 2-year-old daughter. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What's her name?
Her name is Kaya.
How do you spell that?
Kiah.
Gotcha. And how has that sort of changed your perspective as you go through the season?
She's everything. I mean, I do it all for her. You know, the education part of football, just going out there every day for football. You know, it's for her. Everything's for her.
Does she live around here? Do you get to see her a lot?
Yes, sir. My girlfriend and her, I got to bring them with me. So, yes, sir.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, man.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, Makai, I just wanted to ask real quick, what's the general mood like with the guys around the team this week?
Man, we're just fired up about North Texas. You know, we got all them bowl games and all that, but we're just focused every day to get better towards North Texas, and especially what they did last year to UTSA. You know, that's kind of a plate to feed off of.
How much do you guys talk about like this game being a rivalry?
We don't talk that much. We don't talk that much about the rivalry. We just talk about what we want to do to them. You know, that this game actually matters is very important for the November to remember.
What are some of the things they do good on defense?
They're decent up front. You know, they're all right up front. But honestly, I feel like we've seen better. But that's not to downplay North Texas. They're going to come out and play hard and play with effort, and we just got to match that. We got to match the X's and O's against them.
All right, Makai, appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Makai. Thanks, guys.